At this place, 5 kilometers from Sahil in the Egyptian city of Alexandria, the deep sea divers saw something at the bottom of the sea that was not normal at all. As we know it, 70% of the world is water, which we have not yet explored even 5%. There are also such valves which have not been seen by humans till date. And there are also some secrets that were left behind by humans living in the world thousands of years ago. Sometimes it is an excuse for research work, and sometimes for sea adventure. These secrets are being revealed one by one. Today, you will know 10 such things that deep sea divers got from the bottom of the sea. Can a river ever exist inside the sea? Obviously, the answer would be no. But in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, scuba divers found a secret spot inside the sea where a river also flows underwater. Yes. The river flowing under the seawater was actually formed by a thick layer of hydrogen sulfide, under which there is salt water coming from a gar. This place is also called Cenote Angelita. According to the scuba divers, the Cenote Angelita looks perfectly normal from above, but after going about 30 meters inside, it is difficult to believe the scene. In the US, the beaches of Florida are very famous, where along with the water, seashells, crabs, and free-leaf sea velvets also come to the Sahil. But in October 2012, the people present at Pompano Beach were surprised and disturbed when they found a huge eye on the seashore. An eye that is the size of a human's 2 hands will look like the eye of a very large sea monster. The photo of this eyeball went viral like fire on social media. A few people thought that the monster whose eye could swim to Sahil must be sitting somewhere around Sahil. Due to this fear, people had reduced their visit to the beaches of Florida. But when this eye was sent to the wildlife chamber, after many experiments and research, it was found that this eye was like a monster. The ball is of a normal sound fish, which a fisher would catch and gouge out its eye and throw it into the sea. At this place, 5 kilometers from Sahil in the Egyptian city of Alexandria, the deep sea divide saw something at the bottom of the sea that was not normal at all. When the matter reached French archaeologist Franck Codiot, he started investigating this place. Amazingly, 64 ships from this place, 700 anchors, gold-plated treasures, 16-foot-tall statues, parts of broken buildings and broken stones were found, with strange and poor handwriting. The samples of the ruins that came from here were several kilometers inside the sea. It is known that there used to be a very large city of Egypt 2,300 years ago. It was probably a port city in Egypt and probably the place where many of the country's business affairs were conducted. This whole city, today it is known as Tanis Heraklion, but this 1,000-year-old port city of Egypt was swept away by a tsunami. No one has any idea about it. There is also a type of 1 kilometer of dib machli in the sea, which is also considered very bad to see in Japan. This velvet is called giant and fish, which is also called the strange sea makluk because of its nature. This strange and poor fish living 1 kilometer below is more than 50 feet in length, and the first thought that comes to mind is that this sea snake must be a stranger here. In Japan, it is believed that the sight of more fish on the Sahil of the sea is a signal of the coming of the natural disaster. But due to global warming, maklug, who lives and lives at the bottom of the sea, is forced to turn to the sea forever. Watching the Sea World in the number 6 underwater sports is really an interesting task. But what will happen if these statues suddenly appear in front of someone during this adventure? This is an underwater sculpture park located at the bottom of the sea at this place, several kilometers away from Sahil in the West Indies. Launched in 2006, the park is backed by a British artist. But the motive behind the creation of this sculpture park is even more interesting than this park. There are big mats in the sea, inside which the braided bees consider themselves safe. But going to a place where these mats are not present makes the top butterflies. This artist says that after the creation of this park, millions of fishermen turned to this place. There are more than 100 types of statues in this park, which look very unique. Ever since the world was created, all the communities that used to live here have been hidden by the sea. Deep-sea divers found old-fashioned drugs from the bottom of the sea near Italy. These tablets look like. They look very different from today's medicines, but now it was to be known which chemicals are present in them and what kind of medicine they are. Liberty testing revealed that this drug was made at least 2,000 years ago, but it was even more surprising to know the ingredients that were used inside it, because it included starch, pine resins, beeswax, animal and plant fats, as well as olive oil. According to scientists, this medicine may be used to treat eye diseases. The medicine was well preserved in a chote tin and looks like it must have been made by hand. Because a crest Roman ship was also discovered not far from the spot from where the drug was found, from which a lot of medical equipment was also found. So researchers believe that maybe 2,000 years ago, that there will also be a doctor in this Roman ship. Sure, medical science was very lively in that answer too. The prilled shark is a velvet living in the bottom of the sea, which looks interesting as well as creepy. Some parts of the body of the gill shark are like dinosaurs, while some parts look like snakes. Its mouth looks like a snake, but it also has teeth in its mouth, and that 300 people. Yes, its 300 teeth are directed inwards. The length of this creature is said to be up to 6 feet, and its hunting ability is like that of a snake. The filamented shark can swallow even prey half the size of its body at the same time. Due to the direction of its teeth, if anything goes inside its mouth, it is not possible to come back. In 2007, a Japanese fisher caught such a bait for the first time while fishing. Wildlife's Adair caught this creature and put it in the seawater pool where it was made for the first time. He said that this creature, who lives 1 kilometer below the sea, was probably sick, due to which he must have come to the sea. 3. Those who are not afraid to watch horror movies, they must visit Camp Crystal Lake in America. At the bottom of one is a statue of serial killer Jason Voorhees from the famous horror film Friday Day 13. This statue, placed in the bottom of the lake, has been erected with its macer, mask, and sword. While its mouth is upwards, divers feel a twinge of fear as soon as they dive into the lake. The owner of the statue said that he has been diving in this lake for many years, and he chose this creepy character of Friday Day 13 with the intention of pranking other divers. But according to some reports, this statue has now been removed from the lake. In the middle of the Sea of Micronesia, researchers have found many fighter planes, tanks, vehicles, and dive pumps destroyed in World War II. 80 years ago, 50 Japanese ships and 230 aircraft crashed in the sea in World War II. Because it is in the very middle of the Isparta Ocean where the water is extremely deep. Due to this, the wreckage of many airplanes and ships could not be found till date. One of the reasons for this is that when the plunges crash inside the sea, they do not look like a plunge, looking at which it is difficult to guess whether it is a plane or a sea cold. And now, number 1. In 2014, a group of scuba divers found a giant-sized knife from ocean. Its size seems to be about 6 feet long. But because these scuba divers never showed themselves in public, because of this, we have not been able to know to this day where this knife is present at this time. And what was the purpose of such a big knife? Did humans really grow up thousands of years ago that they needed such a big knife? Do let me know about it in the comment section. Hopefully, you will like this video too. Thank you so much for your love and comments. See you in the next great video.